Greetings, Guardians. And welcome back to Olympus Alliance. Today, we continue our journey through one of the most important and underestimated systems in the game. The Talismans. In this series, we're breaking things down hero by hero, helping you understand not just which talisman is best, but why. And more importantly, when to adapt depending on the fight in front of you. Because as we've said before, talismans are not just another stat boost. They are one of the only tools in Hero Wars Alliance that allow you to dynamically change how your hero performs, from one battle to the next. Everything else in your build is fixed. But talismans, they give you control. They give you flexibility. And in many cases, they decide the outcome of a fight before it even begins. So today, we stay within the Honor faction. And we turn our focus to a hero that many veterans will instantly recognize. Fafnir, the Dragon Overlord. A hero that once stood at the center of one of the most dominant metas in the game. And even today, still holds a very unique and powerful role when used correctly. Fafnir is not a traditional support. He is a physical attack amplifier, a protector, an enabler. A hero designed to take your damage dealers and push them far beyond their limits. And because of that, the way you build him matters more than most players realize. Now, when it comes to talismans, Fafnir has two options: the Talisman of Peacefulness and the Talisman of Knowledge. And at first glance, both seem solid. Both offer physical attack. Both bring value. But once you dig a little deeper, the difference becomes very clear. Let's start with the Talisman of Peacefulness. This talisman provides strength and physical attack. And immediately, you can see how well that fits his role. Strength gives him survivability. Physical attack boosts everything he does. Originally, this talisman came at a heavy cost, locked behind a high VIP requirement. But today, things have changed. It is now available through the Eternal Frontier shop, making it accessible to everyone, including free-to-play players. And that alone already makes it incredibly valuable. Now let's look at the second option, the Talisman of Knowledge. This one provides physical attack and armor. So instead of strength, you're getting more direct defensive stats. On paper, that might seem like a good trade. More durability, more resistance, more time alive in battle. But here's where we need to stop and really understand Fafnir as a hero. Because Fafnir is not meant to be your frontline tank. He is not meant to absorb damage. He is meant to amplify your team. And that means one thing above all else. His physical attack is everything. If we look at his skills, every single one of them scales with his physical attack. Every buff he provides, every enhancement, every piece of his kit becomes stronger the more physical attack he has. So when we compare these two talismans, we're not just comparing stats. We're comparing impact. And the difference is significant. The Talisman of Peacefulness can provide around 12,000 physical attack, along with approximately 2,000 strength. That's a massive increase in scaling power, while still giving him enough durability to stay relevant in the fight. On the other hand, The Talisman of Knowledge provides a fixed 8,000 physical attack. And up to 16,000 armor. Yes. That's a lot of armor. But you're sacrificing around 4,000 physical attack to get it. And for Fafnir, that's simply not a good trade. Because losing that much physical attack directly reduces the strength of his entire kit. It weakens his buffs. It lowers his impact. And it reduces the pressure your team can apply in battle. So while the second talisman might make him slightly harder to kill, it makes him significantly less effective at doing his job. And that's not what we want. We don't build Fafnir to survive longer. We build him to make our team stronger. And that's why, in the vast majority of situations, the Talisman of Peacefulness is the better choice. It aligns perfectly with his role. It maximizes his strengths. And it allows him to perform at the level he was designed for. Now, is there ever a reason to consider the second talisman? In very specific scenarios. Yes. If you're facing extremely high burst damage. If survivability becomes a real issue. If your Fafnir is being eliminated too early in the fight. Then the additional armor could provide some value. But these are niche situations. They are not the standard. And they do not outweigh the consistent power that physical attack brings. So for most players, for most fights, for most situations, the answer is clear. Equip the Talisman of Peacefulness. Invest in physical attack. And let Fafnir do what he does best. Empower your team. And enable destruction. And this, Guardians, is exactly why this series matters. Because sometimes the difference between winning and losing is not your team. It's not your level. It's not even your artifacts. It's a single decision. A single adjustment. A single talisman. And understanding that is what takes your gameplay to the next level. So as we continue this journey through the Honor faction, we're going to keep breaking things down. Hero by hero. Talisman by talisman. So you always know exactly what to use. And when to use it. Now I want to hear from you. Are you still using Fafnir in your teams? Or has the meta pushed you in a different direction? And which hero should we cover next in this series? Let us know in the comments below. Stay tuned, stay sharp. And as always, salute and friendship.